So we're gonna just keep recording. All right, so going back, just to share with you the screen for coaching. So the higher your title, the more personalized coaching you have. Managers, you have the second and fourth Monday. District managers, you have pod groups. All right, you'll always have your all group, but if you want specialized coaching, this is coaching in pod groups. They are 6 leaders maximum. We have 4 pod groups. If you're a district manager and you're not in a pod group, just join us next Monday and we'll add you into a pod group. They're on Wednesdays for district managers. And you will have 4 different pod group times. And they will, again, starting in August, be the first and third Wednesdays of the month. All right. So you'll see this in the calendar, but I want you to start to see the coaching program. This is all of you working together. All right. So it is not to replace your upline. This is just an additional support you have. So every week you have large group and pod group for district managers. Managers, you have your motivational Mondays. All right. District directors, they are the only ones that have one-on-one coaching with me. All right. So they get whatever type of coaching hours. Oh my gosh. Okay. They will have one-on-one coaching on Fridays. All right. So Fridays are for district directors and ambassadors, plus their all team time. There is one new program. You've heard about it numerous times. All right. And this is for a Rising Star program. All right. This program is absolutely for new managers and new district managers of 2020. I have to pick a specific group. And so I'm going to be interviewing them first. They had to nominate themselves or their upline needed to nominate them. Okay. So I am going with the new first. This is the intention that we have with Dana and Neil. The goal is they're committing to earning the quarterly bonus and promoting a new manager in an 8-week boot camp kicking off August 5th. If you are a manager and you requested to be in there, but you're not new, I have you on hold in case there's openings left. And I will be interviewing next week. So all of the applicants or nominations have to be WhatsApped or text to me by this Friday. And then next week, I will decide who that is, and we'll kick off the program with Dana and Neil every Wednesday morning at 9 a.m. Pacific for 8 weeks. So let me just pause. Can everyone hear me out there? Evelyn or Hannah, can you just let me know that I'm okay?
Yes, you're fine. We can.
Yeah, you're good. Jackie, will you make a co-host again? I switched machines.
So I'll just keep Evelyn for now so I don't have to click around, okay? So sorry. So that being said, again, this is what's new. I'm not going to go through all these squares with you, but you will see that we have for all consultants, we have Jaffrey University, right? New orientation and the first Tuesday. We also have for all consultants and leaders, I have to change my calendar to the regional meeting being the second Wednesday of the month. There's just no option for me. I have to change it. So the regional meeting will be the second Wednesday of the month, not the first, still at 5 p.m. There we focus on parties, people, prospecting, and promotions. You also have on Mondays, the second, third, and fourth Monday, we have workshops for success for all consultants and leaders. That is at 5 p.m. and that is by your 18 national trainers. Rotating the titles and the topics each week, they will record them and they're stored in the units on Facebook. All leaders, again, we already went through this, sorry. There is a new time, oh, bear with me. Forgive me, I'm not sure if I'll stick to 10 or 11 a.m. I'm still waiting to see from Hudith. So you'll see when I do action planning and goal achieving times. So bear with me, that's why you're seeing confusion. It's me not getting confirmed yet because these are all new corporate meetings for me. Okay, so I won't repeat all the leader items. I will still continue Focus Friday. This is for Mazda information and orientation. If you want to know more about it, we are having really a dozen or more every month looking at that program. So we will do that the first Friday of the month for information hour and then coaching for those in the Mazda program. District directors, we already shared your coaching plan and you have your own meeting every month with Hudith and the office team. You already have your dates. That's exclusive to you. Then our joy meetings. They will continue every Thursday. The first and third Mondays of the month will continue at 9 a.m. during August and September as of now. And then the second and fourth Monday will be at 5 p.m. Pacific. So I wanted to give you a view of a little bit of change. So the only one pending is still let me finish everything with Hudith and her meetings now on Mondays, that I will confirm our time. But that just gives you kind of a planning view as you get ready to finish out your planning for the quarter. What else is new is WhatsApp. In WhatsApp, again, I mentioned this, but it's done, is that all of the consultants are no longer having a regional WhatsApp group. We had the Monday nights, we put them in WhatsApp. I will not be doing that. That's you with your team. They have the Facebook Amber Region group. That's where we want them helping each other, participating. So make sure you move your consultants over to that group as you're doing reactivation and bringing in new consultants. The Amber Region leader team will stay where every leader is again invited. You all have the link in WhatsApp to invite your leaders in case when you're doing those grace calls, you're retaining your leaders. Get them there so they're connected to the team. Then I will have 3 groups for those who show up on Mondays, or in any coaching pod group, you will have by titles by Jaffrey University. One for managers who show up in the networking and coaching groups, DMs, and then directors and ambassadors. So there will only be a maximum of 2 groups that you're in within our region unless you're a national trainer. So we are scaling down to stay simple, but I encourage all of you to really use WhatsApp within your branch and your district. Even your clients, it could be a fun way to quickly get information out to them. More and more people are in WhatsApp, on Zoom, and on Facebook than ever before in our history. So really think about that in your to-do list for something you might want to start adding to your people that you serve, your clients, your consultants, etc. Okay, so let me go back because I had a slide that, sorry, went out of place. I also then want to give you a joy meeting update. Like I said, we're going to rotate on 9 a.m. and 5 p.m. every other week. As you have noticed, we have added Alex and we have added Luce Miller to come in and help, and thank God. Our leader training group, our national leaders that are the trainers, they are all helping me. I have 2 helpers on the Jaffrey University. One runs the chat, one runs the cameras and the sound. And we have Luce and we have Alex that also are helping on our joy meetings within our region. Throughout the next few months, you'll get to meet more and more of our Hispanic regional directors who will be coming in and doing some guest training for you. So I'm looking forward to that, to bringing you something new and different. What I do want to do is last Thursday, in case you were there or you weren't there, we did have people who came into the meeting who were not part of JAFRA. And this can happen. It can happen. It's not to be fearful, but it feels awful. It feels violating, but it does happen. And so a lot of that is sometimes we're boosting, we're inviting people, and Zoom is doing a better job. And we, again, I'm just going to give you tips from today, what I learned from last Thursday, okay? So let me just do an update from that joy meeting. Number 1, again, I already posted all of the attendees from the joy meeting in the WhatsApp group, and I sent it in email. If you had a guest there, I am going to send a letter to apologize for what happens. If you watch TV today, Twitter just got hacked. So it's happening. It's happening to top executives, top companies, and they are sending an apology. So it's not their fault. It happens, but we want them to know that we're a company with a heart. So I cannot send a letter on my behalf for the very strange joy meeting we had. I'm going to send them a thank you for attending gift. And so with that letter, if you do not send me their addresses, I cannot send that letter. Okay, so I'm going to do a little bit of damage control for that. Number 2, I re-recorded the Joy meeting. So we were able to save. Hannah and Lori were all awesome at helping me after. She was a beautiful story. Here's a 21-year-old who had a baby 7 days ago before the interview. She's an esthetician. She had terrible skin, working with, acne. And as you know, our acne line is coming. All of you earning summer trip a week from today, you're going to be the first to hear about so many new things. But it's a great recording, and she brought her brand new 7-day-old baby on at the very end. That is beautiful Cherie Lester's daughter, Chloe Bowden. And so again, what I did is I re-recorded the Joy meeting without an audience, and Lori merged that together with the interview. So it really is a wonderful recording. So again, that's in Lori Alley's YouTube channel for that one, but you all have the link. It is in your email, it is in WhatsApp. So it's a wonderful recording to be able to show and share. So remember this, what I'm also doing is I extended for the week from last Thursday to Wednesday by close of the day. Anyone who either watches the video or they joined us live, even if they left because they didn't know what was going on, it's okay. We have extended the yes gift. I started getting yes text over the weekend, but your follow-up with your guests is critical. So they can still text me through close of the day Wednesday, and they will get a second gift from me for saying yes. So that's a little update from last week's Joy meeting. We had 27 guests. It's one of the best yet. The highest we had was 28 or 29 in the month of May while you were all earning the trip. And so keep going, because you've got 2 more weeks to help close with the laptop, bringing guests there. No one's going to own our emotions of what happened. We are just learning how to work together with a team. But I want to say congratulations to all of you. That was an incredible Joy meeting, a great story. And I'm so proud. This month, anyone who comes with 4 guests is getting a guest gift package from me. And we did it. You did it. Miss Ashley Bell, look at this. Hannah's manager, new manager, Ashley Bell. She was a beautiful Joy meeting testimony 2 weeks ago. She had Sierra Grande with 5 guests on, and Kari Thomas had 4 guests on. That is 11 total guests, because Ashley had 2 herself. That is 11 guests from Ashley, new manager's team. Come on, you guys, get out there. She is on Facebook every day. Join me, come find out. She talks about the laptop. She talks about the business. So congratulations, Hannah, to your district. Ashley, oh my gosh, congratulations. So in the chat box, for those of you live, what are you doing each week to grow invitees yourself? Lead by example. And then inviting others to join in your branch and bring guests. That is really the power of using a calendar with so much there to help you grow. It's not a full calendar just to keep things busy. It's a place for you to plug people in, follow up, and get the results you deserve. I just couldn't be any more proud. Sorry, I'm gonna keep clicking. I wanna just say great job, and then I wanna give you some Zoom tips. So these are some tips. These are things we learn as we grow over today's new world. Just like my Wi-Fi is goofy, my computer is goofy. You know what? There is just a world out there, but we all learn from it together, and I'm grateful to learn. Part 1, if you go into your account, typically on a paid account, you have security rooms. There's a little shield that says security. I disable the security room typically because it's impossible to know everybody. Our region has 9,000 consultants and leaders. You're going to be bringing guests in. I just can't know who people are to allow them in. If you are having a branch or district workshop, you can, or a party. You can have them pre-register. You can have them type in their name. So that's a choice to keep your security room locked if you want to. If you have other tips in the chat box, leaders, please feel free to share as well. If not, again, you can disable it. But my recommendation Just like I am grateful for our national trainers and Luce and Alex, try to have 1 or 2 helpers with you. Even all of our national trainers, when you do Monday night, you may want to just have a consultant that you each bring a consultant who actually runs the chat box and runs your cameras and your mute. I would suggest that because when you're a speaker, you don't want to multitask. I literally, when I do a meeting with helpers, I don't have to take a look at anything. So again, make them your co-host, click on the little buttons in the upper box and make them your co-host. So that's a great way to train a future leader to learn how to use Zoom. But you always want one who runs the participants. That again, if you're going to have guests on specifically, like a party, one would control muting. So when people come in, you can always ask them to mute by going into your participants button, and you can mute them all, or they come in and join the meeting muted. When you look under your participants, you have a lot of different options. Get to know your toolbar on your Zoom meetings, okay? You can also choose to not allow them to unmute themselves. Specifically for us, like at a Joy meeting, we will no longer allow anybody to unmute. And then we will know who the speaker is, and they will be a co-host so they can unmute themselves, okay? So that's another choice that you want to have. This helper can also shut down the camera, because what hackers do, they come in and they have these memes on their camera. It could be porn, which you saw all over national TV that was happening, and we saw that happen. So you can then have that one person watching the cameras and watching the microphones, and they're just constantly shutting them down manually. Okay, so they stay in there and they scroll. That's why having one person do that, it helps. All right. Number 2 is if you do have a licensed webinar, which costs a lot more, there are ways to just run a webinar and have no one with their cameras. So there's a couple different options that we'll continue to try and we'll teach from. The second helper runs the chat box, which is what happens. Some of these hackers come in. Again, I saw it all over, but I've been on Zoom for 6 years. It's never happened. So I feel really safe. It's just now learning, right? So what do? You have the option under participants, which I did today, that the participants cannot rename themselves. So that's really key. So I also put that in security, as you see in the third asterisk down here. And when the chat, like we had, what happened was someone came in, they mimicked different names, like poor Betty, Ashley. They actually renamed themselves after some of the people they saw in the chat box. So you can have no chat box if you feel safer with that. Or what Luce did, she quickly closed the chat box. We removed the participants, which again, my participant helper did. Luce removed them when we saw they were typing nasty words, swear words, icky words. And so when we saw that happen, we quickly went in and removed them. Once you remove a participant, they cannot come back. Okay, so again, that's the key. So once we saw it, we removed them and then we reopened the chat box again. Okay, so here's another key piece, and I've been saying this on every Zoom. Leaders, when you come onto a Zoom meeting, please type your name in. Do not come on and skip that step. When I see an iPhone or I see an Android and you didn't take the minute to type your name, the problem is I don't know who you are, and that's not good. Train your consultants and leaders to all type their name when they log in. And when you log in on your Zoom app, you can have that there permanently. So take the time to learn how to really register and train your consultants. That really helps with security, okay? So I wanted to pause. Thank you for those that were there. If you left, if your guests left, we get it. I understand. It felt bizarre. Believe me, I kept going. I really didn't know quite what to do, but I kept going because I felt safe. I had Luce and I had Alex helping behind the scenes. And that's really key. So again, these are just tips we all learn. We're all doing the same platforms today, and we all are learning. So I just wanted to pause and bring that to you. So that being said, forgive me, I'm going to keep going today in your power hour to just remind you of all that's ahead and help you now plan as we finish with some recognition as well. I want to just go back and show you that again, we've got 2 great joy meetings. The one on the 23rd is in the morning, and then we flip to the evening on the 30th. We will be hosting Desiree Morales. We're so excited to spotlight her, just a beautiful young mom of 2 beautiful little children who I'm just excited. She just said no to her job and has chosen Ayab with Jafra as her career to support her family. She's so excited. And Naya Stefan, she's again a part of, Desiree is with Jackie Elves. Naya is with Cherie Lester, this beautiful young lady who just started the business and promoted right to manager with Chloe, who was our guest last week. So again, just something beautiful. We did update the videos as well that you see in the QR codes and redid the invitation. Everyone, including a guest who comes with 4 more guests this week and next week, will get a gift package, and the guests will get a yes gift. So again, we will continue that. So we have goals within the region for the quarterly bonus. If your title is district manager, district director, ambassador, this is your #1 coaching focus. It's everything we're going to do in our coaching groups. You're going to see Jafra University continues in course 2 to talk about this. This is the it to change. I know I froze, so bear with me. I know last quarter we had the best quarter in Jafra USA, 157 quarterly bonus achievers of leaders. Our region went from an average of 3 to 14. You grew 500%. Now when that momentum is here is when you double it again. Momentum means doubling again and again. So each of you, do you see a $500 bill all over your office? Is that your goal? Remember, we own it. We write it. How are you keeping this coaching in front of your downlines? That's leaders developing leaders like Dana and Neil talked about last Friday. So this should be the mantra, the #1 focus. Every leader earning that laptop is going to make this work. But you lead by example, but who are the ones you're influencing to do it with you? We are seeing brand new consultants join, promote to manager, and even promote a manager with them in 2 weeks' time. Nothing is the past review mirror. So are you really calling and just saying, it's my job to invite you to become a leader? This is what I see in you, that OCI Dana and Neil trained on, and do 5-minute calls each day between now and the end of this month, like Dana and Neil trained on Friday. This is how you earn that bonus this month and your managers. If your managers don't want it, do they have someone in their downline who does, in their central branch? Get a team every day. I know Evelyn Abernathy shared that her and her team are having a laptop club. But do those 5-minute calls. Let's check out your list, who you're going to call today. Imagine if they invited 10 a day between now and Thursday's joy meeting, and they come with 4. They might have to invite 8 to get 1 to attend. That's the odds that Dana and Neil tracked for us. And you got to work at that 30 minutes a day to invite people, not just spam. So that has to be the top priority for laptop earners and utilizing those joy meetings. Look at our Green by 19. Already earned the laptop. Rosa Lopez, District Director 3, Rosa Silva. Ashley Bell, you did it. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. My face hurts, it's so cool. But look at this. Jamelyn Cruz, a brand new manager last month. She earned the laptop, had her consultant, who is a new consultant, Eric Cruz. He's also qualified to manager, and he's earned the laptop, and he's brand new. Jamelin was brand new last month and promoted as well by Jade, who was brand new last month and promoted to manager with Pam Green. So I'm telling you, get it out there, talk about it, believe it, and do your 5-minute calls each day. Norma Lopez, congratulations. She's qualifying, I'm sure, this month as well. Carrie Velasquez already earned the laptop as well. 2 consultants. We already have 52 laptop achievers and 67 on track with already 3 QNCs this month. We set our targets and you guys are blowing it out of the water. This is your big week to get caught up to that laptop. You plus who? You still have 10 big days ahead. It's not too late to get your focus and work together each day. As we talk about again, working with retention, really use your reports and teach your leaders to use those reports so that they have those inactives to go active. They have pre-inactives to order this month so we don't lose our active base of consultants either. Teaching your consultants to have their perks and benefits and products at 30, 40, 50% off at least every 4 months. That's really a strategy. Invite them to shop. How many shopping parties can you have for your clients and consultants this week? So that is really magically the key. I keep referring to 3 courses. You have them in units, you have them in your email, you have them in WhatsApp. We just completed a 3-month training course for managers. Month 1 was your values. Month 2, balancing time to sponsor, do your personal business, and grow your team. And Friday completed all 3 courses. This was from Dana and Neil Phillips, Master Coaches and Trainers. I encourage you all to watch those again and again and review with your managers. They're each about 45-minute recordings. But Dana and Neil gave you all a gift. They made a deal with Jafra, me, to not only train and do a Rising Star coaching program for brand new managers with no history, but a way to grow and explode. Our goal is to move our new managers and district managers of 2020 to district directors in a year. Don't worry if you're not in that program. We'll be using some of those models in our other coaching programs because there's only room for 30. But what Dana and Neil did do, if you are not in their TC Pro website, they have knocked their price to half price, $20 a month, and you get all of their training, their booklets, their recordings, their webinars, and you get 2 coaching calls a month. So again, give yourself the value. This is how you get to that website. You and your leaders have that extra place for coaching and training as well. So again, I encourage you all to go back. All right, before we go to recognition and seed planting, now is the time we take our month at a glance and we break it down. So I'm going to take this. I took the 2-page document and I turned it into action steps. This is where you start with your goals. So what are your goals? Your personal, branch, and district for sales, sponsoring, and new titles. You're on the 20th of the month. If you didn't write them, today's the day. Then we divide that out into 10 days or however many working days you have ahead. How much in personal sales do you need in those 5 or 10 days? My branch, my district. Break it down and plan how you're going to get there with activities, phone calls, and intentions during your work days. That's critical. Do this with your consultants, your future leaders, and your leaders. Today is Magic 10 away. So this is your biggest week to really push your sponsoring and promoting new groups. Do not wait till next week. This is the key success week for sponsoring for you and your team. Number 2, again, then plan your hours and activities. Do you need more parties, launch parties, block parties, shopping shows, Zoom, Facebook, in person? What calls will you be making? What posts do you need to do? What texting? What coaching will you offer to your team? This is where your calendar tells you what you will achieve. As we just go through the month at a glance, I just did a couple of shout out boxes. Remember, these kits are only here for 2 more weeks. Imagine making a video. I love these kits. I think they're incredible. Look at your Navigo fans, your Royal Jelly eye, your Revitalized Eye Cream fans, your Ginger Body Scrub fans. Before we started, I had Wileen share because she's almost on her way to the laptop. She's just a hair away. And she was doing calls saying, you are entitled to this, Miss Client. I want to invite you to take a look at all the 3 ways you could get more Jafra. You are entitled. I just want to invite you to take a look and decide. That's that key, right? So look at just the cost of these products, page 34, 47 in your brochure. Do they know they could start with a kit and it leads them to more hope and opportunity? And again, that challenge. Get your 5-minute calls out to your team or gather your laptop club like Evelyn every day these last 10 days and talk about inviting 10 a day, who, where, how, and what. Then don't forget, today is Mazda Day. If you're going to be promoting new branches, first time new branches this month, you need to take a look at the Mazda because they won't count as new promotions unless you're in the program before they qualify August 1st. If you need help with that, you can text me. I already did our training last week, but if you need a decision, don't hesitate to ask me because it's important. Next, what do we have again? Make sure everyone's got their brochures that they're now ordering for the month of August, and they're finishing. Does everyone know the hot buys for July? You have a lot of QR codes and a lot of scent strips in those books. Doing a shout out, you can do a 1-minute video and send that to your clients, your consultants, and invite them to a shopping show. You have tomorrow, the 21st, training on product with Uzi. They always love product training. It's our most visited. So make sure you're reminding them to join on Beautiful tomorrow. And again, as we take a look at the Jafra program this month, can you make that video, a quick 1-minute video that your whole team could get out for sponsoring, just 1 minute, spotlighting the top products in that kit, how to say yes this month, this week only. And maybe if they say yes this week, you have something special when they join and qualify this week only. Do a bonus week. This is a big week for you. And those packs. Look at the price of those packs. For the price of literally 1 product line, they literally have all 5 product lines plus a body complex and a classic RJ, Royal Jelly Milk Balm, Advanced Milk Balm. So again, could you shoot a 1-minute video and just show them how they get this free, this free, this free, but it's about profit. Really, it's about if they were to buy and resell. So again, help your consultants. Make some quick videos if you would like that everybody could have to invite people. And again, are you having in your power hours, welcome to Jafra calls? Don't let any consultant leave 4 months of welcome to Jafra and VIP on the table. That is key priority now, not next week. So that's April, May, June, and July. New consultants, remember they have to do all 4 months to get those gifts. So if you have some ideas out there, type in your chat box, leaders. But let's make this an incredible month, an incredible laptop month. So let's go to page 2 of your month at a glance. I'm going to talk about July, but ladies and leaders and gentlemen, plan 10 days, but you always, as a leader, as Dana and Neil taught us, you need to be planning the next 3 to 5 weeks as well. So in your quiet time, are you getting ready for 64th anniversary next month? I'll come back to that in the large print over here. This is where, these are things you've done in the past. Celebrating consultants who hit 640 retail, $6,400 branch paid retail, 64 conversations. I will be changing the 63 conversations to 64. I do it every year. $64 retail orders with your clients, $640 parties. Book them now into next month. There's only so many openings for birthday parties or block parties. 64 new client challenge. Invite 64 to your every Facebook party for your hostesses. So this is a key time to, yes, we're going to plan July, but start thinking ahead at some point in time for next month. So let's go through the month at a glance. You have this amazing party offer. When you call those consultants who are either moving towards 1,000, they're becoming VIPs this month, they've got to place that $400 order, or the reactivation, pause a minute and show them their bundles. We've been talking bundles, the rule of 3 in university. Betty and Lori did a great training the last Monday night on bundles. Look at this bundle. This is so amazing. A consultant at a $400 order will get these makeup items at $3 each. So you could do 1-minute videos for your consultants on the bundles that are in the action brochure that they don't want to leave on the table. You could feature your favorite products in each department, but for your consultants, but wait, this is part of your products and the perks of why you joined. So talking about that, plus the perfect pampered foot set, which is $6.25. They're just non-commissionable at a $300 order. But wait, since you're there, don't forget these items you could do in a video really quick on your phone, on YouTube, wherever you want to go, and on your VIP groups, and show them how to then add in their Royal Jelly hostess benefits and product benefits. So show them their perks, not just the products, because it's amazing. Host a summer smolder party. I love that party in the book, and you've got great QR codes. Have you held a summer smolder party? Do that with your clients, with your consultants together. Do it quick. You can do a quick spontaneous party, and you can show them live on Zoom, or you could stream it from Zoom into Facebook and do a drawing for a mystery hostess. So again, look at page 25. We still have 10 days to influence and invite people to something fun. Why is this smart timing? Because right now people are wearing masks. So we're showing them beauty behind the masking. That's why Jeff is so smart. And of course, the perfect feet. So again, really pausing and saying, what could I do different to influence, to be partying together with my team and showing them the perks and the products. Then there's the activities. Again, we've already talked about it, but again, could you do a referral blitz for your clients and consultants? So you could do that. Maybe do a drawing as well from everybody who gives you a referral to give away your beverage set. I know you want it, but go for the laptop, right? So it could be a referral blitz week. And tell people who you're looking for and why within that video that you might make. Or if you don't want to do a video, that's okay. But create a script so you and your teams are out earning those gifts. Create a video. Do it together. I loved how Marie and Hannah and Lori made a 3-minute sponsoring video on YouTube. You guys can do the same, you and your consultants. That's why I put that in the Joy Meeting video this time, because it was fun and a model. Next, again, keep thinking of a sponsoring Blitz Week for your consultants, those who say yes, and working with your team, 5-minute calls to invite 10 a day or in a team time. This is key. I keep repeating it, but I've got all the types of ideas in here for you. So again, they are going to earn the laptop with 4, but they have over $600 minimum in commission and first-time new manager bonuses when they earn the laptop and promote. So again, how are we really inviting? You can invite this week and use your Joy Meetings and parties to help them do it. VIPs, remember, if they did 400 in April, May, and June, please look at page 17 in your action. That makes them a pre-VIP. They're not a VIP until they place their order in the month of July. Once they do that, then they get their membership kit and they are official. So when I send you the report, which is in your email last week, it's in WhatsApp. You have all of the members and all of the pre-members, okay? Now July starts a whole new quarter. So anyone who's a pre-VIP and a VIP. They cannot stop the 400 this month, and they will get their gift from last month. And do this early. We are blowing up VIP. We may run out of gifts. This happens in time. So let's get this week to not be month end. Critical, critical, critical. So power hours for VIPs, QNCs, and a Blitz week for you and your team earning that laptop is really, really important. So you have your reports, now prioritize your power hours. And remember again, the 50%. What you see on this slide is that reminder that a $200 retail order, if they're at 30%, is $140. 300 is $180. 400 is $200. They jump from 30% to 50%, and they get $200 more product for the cost of $60. So this is key to keep teaching. Maybe do a 1-minute video for everybody to quickly remember, consultants, how to order smart, right? So again, block time to either make videos, do recorded phone trees, reminders to everyone. And last, your reactivation campaign. If you're a DM or a DD, work with your managers that, again, can reactivate the I's and the A's and the N's. Show them those reports we showed you earlier. Take time to teach that, and then calling your grace periods are critical right now. Do not do grace periods at month end. If anyone has had a grace period, let's not let them forget or forfeit their paycheck this month. Help them make that plan. You are the influence, as Dana and Neil taught us. So again, keep everyone active, ordering once in the last 4 months. Make this a rally week for you and your leaders. Again, one thing that keeps popping up, I put in here in print. If someone is inactive for 6 to 24 months, they have not placed an order, and they want to close that account, they have to call in themselves and request Jafra to close their account, or they can go in the chat box. But again, they have to do it. You can't do it on their behalf. They can close that account. We open a ticket. It may take 7 to 10 days to get approval to close the account, and then they can rejoin. So if you have people like that, again, you want to do that now because you're already 10 days before close of the month. Okay, so we've got t-shirts for reactivation. So that is plugging the hole in the bucket. I know there's a lot here today, but I really want you to look at your calendar to achieve your goals and make your plan. All right, I just wanted to mention, I love this page. This is a great cut and paste, copy and paste page. I love how Jafra did this page today. What a great tool to keep in front of new consultants and to utilize. So I just had to mention, I love that page. I think they did a great job. Well, you heard the cash register. So it's time to take a look at our recognition from the month of June. Sit back and watch this incredible video for 2 minutes quickly about our June recognition. As we celebrate our moving up leaders, first-time titles only are listed today for our first-time new managers and our first-time new district managers, level 1. Congratulations to all. Welcome to the team. Now we're going to have many pages of personal sales achieving. As you focus to create $1,000 achievers, Cherie and Linda were the top managers, #2 in the nation, Linda Hartley, #1 district director in the nation, Cherie Lester. And you will see this amazing list, page after page, of our consultants and leaders achieving over $1,000 last month. This has grown unbelievably over 2020. So remember to keep tracking from your reports and encouraging all to be $1,000. And as you learn at Jafra University, we are focusing leaders on $1,000 a month yourself, because that means you're serving enough clients to be able to sponsor and look for leaders. That's the key to growth. So next, we honor and celebrate our team building stars with 3 or more qualified new consultants at 400 or more last month. Celebrating with 3, we have 3 consultants and leaders And look at that, over 6. With 4. We celebrate our July birthdays and our July leadership anniversaries. Thank you, leaders, for who you are. As you saw, we keep continuing to celebrate ambassadors getting their renewed Mercedes-Benz, and more Mazda achievers continue. And we also have to pause and say congratulations, Vicki Hacking, ambassador of the Amber region, earning a $4,500 cash bonus for being top in the entire nation. We were able to reward 15, 18, 19, 20, 21 Circle of Excellence district directors and ambassadors. And again, because we couldn't take our cruise, we were able to give them a $4,500 bonus. Vicki Hacking, we are so proud of you. You have earned every bonus, quarterly bonus, the trip, and Circle of Excellence. Proud of you, Vicki Hacking, and thank you for being our leader who leads by example and influences other. You deserve this, Vicki Hacking. Great job. So thank you and congratulations again. So let's go to our call to action. It's time to seed plant. Remember, this laptop is the key to that quarterly bonus. 6 direct and 9 indirect. You earn the laptop, you influence at least one, and you're halfway to the quarterly success. Embody freedom. Manage your business. Manage your minutes. Manage your hours. Earn that laptop, leaders. This is a game changer. Don't settle and say, oops, I missed it. Go get it and get someone to do that with you. Sharing is the key. Make this a big week of freedom. This is the week to follow up, to empower and influence. Plan daily. Make a new you for the second half of the resolution goals for 2020, but do it with a team. Plan to do this with your leaders and your consultants every single day. Use your IPA calendar. We're saying it everywhere in Jaffrey University. 2 parties a week or events, as Dana and Neil taught us, is mandatory to be able to grow, to really influence. Use your income producing calendar and activities to coach your team and your leaders for success, and really plan their hours. Have some fun. You've got great posts, parties, people's stories. Get creative. Involve your team in a brainstorm on what we can do socially. Party themes with all of the fun holidays that are ahead for the rest of July. Plan to do things differently. You could all show up wearing red shoes on Saturday and talk about the power of Jaffrey's amazing 8 leadership titles and our ladies in red. So again, use your tools. We keep training at Jaffrey University on a contact list for you, your leaders and consultants. Use the memory jogger on getting referrals, who to talk to. Maybe they could put some lead boxes or bags in some of the businesses that are open for customer appreciation, employee appreciation during these unique times. And again, the number of contacts they're going to make. Jump it to 10 if they want that laptop. 5 days in a row this week, and we'll close strong again next week. But make this a big deal between now and Thursday, and that's 40 invites. I want to close with some coaching tips. This is just a little story before we hit our final video. I do the get a no motivation. I don't know, sorry, I don't have it in my head right now. But this is from the Go for No motivational newsletters that came in my e-box today. 3 questions that you can work with your team on, that you're going to work with every day to invite people to earn their laptop and beverage set and grow to new title. Here's the key question. How many no's did you get yesterday? How many no's will you get today? I remember Jan Day always did the no competition, right? And here's the 3rd one. How important is your dream? 3 simple questions when you're coaching and you come together for a 5-minute call. I love this story by Andrea Waltz from that website. It's called Safe versus Scary No's. Think about how many times you hear no from your spouse, significant other, kids, family members, good friends. No to making plans, no to your suggestion, no to your idea, no to your request. For the most part, There's a lot of no's that happen all day and they don't even faze us. Why is it? Because they're safe no's. We don't take them to heart. We don't see those no's as the end of a relationship to be angry about. They're simply part of the negotiations in everyday life. We don't turn and run and cry and freeze our life and stop. We see the no as the beginning of a dialogue. No, not right now. If not you, who do you know? And if you, plus who? But when it becomes a business no, selling, prospecting, asking someone to participate in a project or an opportunity, those no's become scary. But really, what's the difference from a safe and a scary no? The answer, nothing, nothing, except the way we choose to interpret them. So with your team, have some fun with these 3 questions every day as we blitz this sponsoring and promoting week. Help them practice. The more no's they get, that's just practice. That scary turns to safe. And congratulate them on that. Everything is about growing seeds this week. Once the seeds take root, it cannot be blown away, even by the strongest wind. So let's take a look at the video today as we close. And let me just double check. I may not have sound. Let me go here. Yes, I do. So leaders, I wish you a great week of reaching out, planting seeds, new consultants, retaining consultants, new leaders and retaining your leaders, filling those holes in the bottom of the bucket that we talked about with Dana and Neil and how we started today. Thank you for the extra time dealing with my internet today. It is how we work and how we operate, but I say thank you so much for joining me virtually. This now ends our goal achieving webinar for July 2020. Thank you again.